Hi, I'm Jared with the City of Launceston. Today I'd like to give you a glimpse into the future of our city and what it might look like in a couple of decades from now. Of course, we can't really know what the city is going to look like in the future, but we can make a few educated guesses. Hopefully, we've got enough room to get this thing back to 8. You might have heard of the phrase disruptive technology. It's a term used to describe a technology that changes the way a whole industry works. Think email, Netflix, or the iPhone. Now there's another disruptive technology on the horizon which is called the Internet of Things, and it's going to be quite a big deal here in Launceston. Something you might not know is that Australia's first low-power, wide-area network was switched on right here in Launceston in March 2017. We call it a LoRaWAN network, and it's a network dedicated specifically to Internet of Things devices. It's kind of like a city-wide internet that can collect information from a network of smart sensors. The smart sensors that connect to the Internet of Things network or IoT network can measure all kinds of stuff. In the future, for example, we can have smart sensors in our rivers that tell us about the water flow, or smart sensors in our garden beds that tell us the moisture content of the soil. We could have smart sensors in our rubbish bins to let us know when they're full, or even smart sensors in the recycling to let us know the level of contamination. With the right sensors, it may one day be possible to follow your recycling through its journey to become brand new products. We could provide real-time data to emergency services in the event of storms or floods. Theoretically, in the future, we could even have smart sensors in parking meters that would detect when someone's overstayed their welcome and instantly email them an infringement. Although it would probably be a brave council that would do that. Now, so far, this might sound all a bit sci-fi, but the future will be sooner than you think. The LoRaWAN network that we already have has been growing, and in fact there are now multiple IoT networks across the city. We have IoT gateways on buildings such as Town Hall and the Carvilla Memorial Park. We even have a couple of smart sensors already operating around the city, including one here at Home Point that tells us about the tide levels of the river. In the future, there's probably going to be changes to how we move around the city, so we've got plans to install the city's first 50 kilowatt electric vehicle charging station. And the electric vehicles of the future are also likely to be autonomous. They'll be able to swap information with smart traffic lights that will be able to sense traffic levels and react in real time to any traffic changes. At a busy time of the year, such as Christmas, traffic might be rerouted around the city entirely, which will make for a complete pedestrian experience and for better Christmas shopping. Smart traffic lights will be able to direct vehicles intelligently and even prioritise public transport to guarantee that taking the bus will be the fastest way into the city. We've already got remotely operated lawnmowers that can help us mow difficult terrain, drones that can give us a new perspective on problems, and robots that can help us navigate our stormwater network. In the future, these kinds of devices might operate autonomously using their own artificial intelligence to undertake work for us and help keep an eye on our infrastructure. All of this stuff is going to require energy, so making sure we use energy sustainably is going to be more important than ever. We already have solar panels on the roofs of most council-owned buildings, and we're installing more every year. And a lot of people will already be aware that electricity is being generated from landfill cells at the Launceston Waste Centre. One day, we might even be able to generate electricity using micro hydroelectric turbines in our stormwater network. We might even have the option of introducing genetically engineered bacteria into our landfill cells to help us generate energy faster. There may be engineered microbes that can help us break down plastics efficiently, or microorganisms to help us mine valuable metals from old landfill. Elsewhere in the world, where the right market conditions exist, old landfill sites are already being mined for plastics and precious metals, with leftover material burnt to create energy or used to create materials like green cement. We might also start to see different materials being used in our streets, such as permeable pavement, which lets water soak through, taking the pressure off our stormwater network. A really bold prediction could be that it's only a matter of time until the world's first artificial intelligence is elected to a political position, and no one will be able to accuse them of bias. You'll be able to say, ZX109, he's a good pair of hands for the economy, or PK211 looks out for the little guy. The way we live is probably going to change. The homes we live in will take up less space, and there's already a growing tiny house movement across Australia. We're going to see more trees in urban spaces, particularly the CBD, because they lower temperatures, improve the amenity and even increase property prices. Launceston's got a lot going for it. We're a city that has NBN fibre right to the premises. We're one of the top 30 cities in Australia when it comes to the publication of open data, and we already have multiple IoT networks. We were one of the first cities to have gigabit NBN, and we're home to the Sense-T program and Definium Technologies, one of the country's most advanced manufacturers of sensor technology. And that gives us a pretty unique advantage when it comes to the design, development, testing and commercialisation of smart technologies. So some of these things might happen, but most of them might not. However, they're the kind of things that we're thinking about, and we hope it gets you thinking too.